How well do you remember what you see, Bob?
I don't know, Mom.
Well, let's play a little game and we'll find out, shall we? Now, you close your eyes and I'll ask you about people you know and places you've seen, all right? Are your eyes closed? Tight?
Yes, I'm ready.
Well, think about your father. How does he look? Is he tall or short? Is his hair black or light brown? What kind of suit does he wear when he goes somewhere very special? You can just see him now, can't you, Bob? Even with your eyes closed, I mean. Because, of course, you've seen him so much before and you remember what you've seen.
Sure, that's easy.
Now, think about your school. Is it big or small? Is it built of wood or bricks or stone? What color is it? Does it have trees and flowers around it? You see it now, don't you? Even while your eyes are still closed. Oh, it's fun to play as a game, but it would be quite a different story if you really couldn't see, wouldn't it?
I should say so.
Do you remember the song that we were listening to a moment ago, Bob?
You mean, tell me the story of Jesus?
That's the one. Well, there's an interesting story about the writer of that hymn. Would you like to hear it?
I sure would.
Once, a long time ago, a mother took her tiny baby, just 6 months old, to the doctor. And after the examination... Tell me, Doctor, what seems to be wrong with our baby's eyes?
I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. and Miss Crosby, but your baby is blind. She will never see again.
Yes, little Fanny Crosby was to grow up and never know what her daddy or her mother looked like. She never saw her church or her school or the town where she lived. Because of this, you might think that she would be unhappy and go around complaining all the time. But do you know what she said even when she was very young? She said it in a poem, a short one. It went like this: "Oh, what a happy soul am I, although I cannot see. I am resolved that in this world contented I will be." Fanny Crosby went to a school for the blind in New York, and she was such a good student that when she graduated, they made her a teacher in the very school she'd attended. There she met another teacher. His name was Alexander Van Alstyne. He was blind, too. After a time, they fell in love and were married. After Fanny Crosby was 40 years old, she began to write hymns. She lived until she was, well, I guess nearly 100 years old, and she wrote more than 3,000 songs about Jesus and heaven and all the wonderful things that we read about in the Bible. The song we were listening to is one that you've sung lots of times in Sunday school and church, but maybe you didn't know that it was written by blind Fanny Crosby.
Tell me the stories of Jesus.